It's a new season, and that means it's time for new gear. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you everything I'll be rocking on the mountain, from boots to boards to bindings to outerwear. Let's break it down. So to start it off, let's get into the kit that I'm going to be wearing every day this season, whether it's a deep powder day, a sunny spring day, or anything in between. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I always rock Strafe Outerwear, which is based right here in Aspen, Colorado. And I'm typically always wearing the Nomad jacket and Nomad bibs. I'm really hyped on the color that we're going with for this season, which is the honey colorway in a large size for both the bibs and the jacket. And for reference, I'm 6 feet tall and 150 pounds. I've pretty much been wearing this same outfit for the last 5 years because it's so versatile. If you're unaware of the Event fabric, it's the top competitor to Gore-Tex, but it's a little less rigid, so it's more comfortable and allows you to move more fluidly. Whenever I'm snowboarding, I'm working hard and creating a lot of heat. This outfit works with me to release the unnecessary heat that I need in its high breathability, which is why it's perfect for hiking, skinning, splitboarding, or just riding hard any day. If I need a little extra warmth, I have been wearing the Shadow Mountain vest, which I can wear over my jacket for a different look, or under for a little more insulation. I've been loving the camo colorway on this vest, and it's a great piece to wear over a hoodie if I'm just hanging out in town. One thing I love about Strafe is their large variety of layering options. And a couple more that are my favorites are the Ultralight Aero Insulator, the Ajax Snap Fleece, and new for this year, the Mountain Time Flannel. These are not only very technical layering pieces, but they look clean and classy if you want to wear them on your own to stay warm through the winter when going out. I'm really hyped on the new flannel because it's thick and warm, it feels like a blanket, and it looks nice and classy. Strafe has a ton of awesome options for both base layers, mid layers, and outerwear, so go and check them out using my link in the description. Now let's get into the hard goods, starting with what boots I'm going to be wearing this season. I feel lucky enough to have found the perfect boot for my riding needs and the shape of my foot in the Ride Insano. I've been riding this boot for the last 5 years because it holds up, it's as stiff as I need it to be, it's lightweight, and most importantly, it fits my foot as best as a boot could. New for this year, the Insano has a little more of a heel hold, which is perfect for exactly what I was looking for. It's Ride's stiffest boot, which allows it to last longer for what I need, in addition to having a urethane tongue, which makes it a lighter weight boot, in addition to being one of the slimmest profiles I've seen out of any snowboard boot. This is of course a double boa boot, which I have had no issues with in the past, and because of how much I ride and know exactly how these boots will perform for me, I'll be using 2 pairs this year. We've got the classic all murdered out black, and then this sick black and green model. There's a Michelin rubber sole on this boot, which makes it great for traction, whether we're hiking the bowl or going anywhere we need. I just think the black and green is such a sick look. It's clean, it looks mean, and this is my favorite boot. But if you're looking for a boot suggestion, make sure to try on as many boots as you can to find the right boot for yourself. Boots are all about what fits your foot the best, and for me, it's the Ride Insano. What I'm most excited about this year is our new line of t-shirts. Made on 100% pre-shrunk cotton t-shirts, the Somewhere on the Mountain series shows our favorite place to shred anywhere in the mountains, which is Highlands Bowl. This is not only our favorite place in the world to snowboard, but it's probably where you've seen the best powder clips on the channel. I took my time to find my favorite fitting t-shirt for this line, which are all made in the US. We've got a few different color options, in addition to our new SOS logo t-shirt. This is another super clean one, which is printed on a dark navy shirt. To support the channel and get your own shirt, or for someone who loves spending all of their time in the mountains, follow the link in the description or go to searchofsnowboarding.etsy.com. Now let's get into the best part, the board and binding combos that I'm going to be riding this season. Starting off with the Spring Break Resort Twin. I'm riding this board in the 158 with my favorite bindings, the Union Atlas in gold. I was really loving riding this board this past spring, solely in the park, but since the beginning of this season, I've ridden it on the resort a few days, and I've got to say, it's been blowing my mind for how fun a twin can be. It's a really fun flex that's great to butter everywhere and still snap an ollie, and it was surprising me on how well it carved. It's been perfect for me this early season with carving on groomers, hitting side hits, and buttering wherever I want. But while that will be more of my freestyle setup, I am going to be riding the Megadeth again this year. You guys know this has been one of my favorite boards of all time, and honestly, it's been really hard to want to ride other snowboards after riding the Megadeth. This is the board that I'm going to be riding if I'm not in that freestyle spirit, but want something that carves hard, is lightweight, snappy, and still floats amazing in powder. Last season I was riding this with the Union Atlas Pros, which I'll probably be sticking to again this season. Now for my daily driver of an all-mountain freestyle board, I'm going to be trying something I haven't ridden before, and that's the Capita Mercury. The Mega Merc was one of my favorite boards, but I really wanted to see how well the Mercury handles in everything that I like to ride. With this board, I'm going to be riding the 157, and because the purple base looked so good, you know I had to go with the all-purple Union Atlas. And of course I had to spice these bindings up a little bit and make my own modification. So I swapped the heel cups on the gold and purple bindings, and they look so sick. I do have to shout out my homie Max from Radio, whose idea this was in the first place, and I think it was the best call. For backcountry access, I'm going to be riding the same split board that I've been using the last couple seasons, which is the Mega Split. I've got the Union Charger FCs on this bad boy to make for the most ultimate lightweight bomber of a split board I could find. This past spring, I got more days in the backcountry than I ever have before, and I've got some awesome videos to share with you shortly from those missions. On any given day, it's going to be hard for me to decide which board I want to ride, because I'm also going to be riding the Black Snowboard of Death. This is another one of my all-time favorite boards to rip all mountain. This does share the same shape as the Megadeth, but it does have quite a different ride. I'm hoping to have a comparison video on these two boards for you sometime this season as well. I've really been liking riding the Atlas Pros on the BSOD because it feels like the responsiveness of each match each other great. This is the setup I was riding this past September in Argentina, and it worked perfect in those big mountain conditions. If you haven't seen any of the videos from Argentina, it was such a blast of a trip. I met up with Kevin Pierce from Snowboard Pro Camp, and this was one of my favorite days we had through the 2 weeks that I was there. Let me know if you've got a brand new setup that you're stoked on for this upcoming season, and until next time, we'll see you somewhere on the mountain. Peace!